Hey, it's Jessica, and I wanted to talk about the Boxo comfort bedding that I recently got for my gerbils. Might be using it in the future for my hamsters because I really like it, and also the Kaytee Clean and Cozy, but most people have probably heard of this more than they've heard of this, just because I think this is less common. I don't know. I know I heard a couple of Americans say that they can get it also, but it's harder for them to get. I think the company that makes this is Canadian. It is the Pastel company. They also make the like Easy Clean bedding. If you're Canadian, you'll recognize like Easy Clean Aspen and like Pet Value. They also have Pine, which isn't good, and they also have Cedar, which they shouldn't even have, but they do. And then they have a mix of Pine and Cedar, which is like, why do that? But they also make the Boxo, which I got this bag, which is 51 liters, compressed. This is from the bulk barn. This is the only place I can get it, and this is the only size they have also. But it was only 10 bucks, so it's a good price. And then this is the Clean and Cozy, which seems to be like the same size bag, really. So it's like 55 liters. It seems a little bit more compressed. It is a little bit softer, but it's white. It's also more expensive. I got this at PetSmart when I was in Ottawa. This is what it looks like. The flash is really bright. Yeah, that's what that looks like. And it holds its shape well. That's what I'm trying to show you here. But it is very compressed. As you can see, I haven't used a lot. I used more of this. But what's surprising is this is almost like the Clean and Cozy. I thought this was going to be like a knockoff of Carefresh, but it's more of a knockoff of Clean and Cozy. Other than it's brown, but I think Clean and Cozy comes in brown. But if you look at it, see? It also holds its shape well. I would say not quite as soft. It doesn't keep its shape quite as well. It's the Clean and Cozy. But mixed together, which is what I did with my gerbils, it's pretty amazing. I highly suggest it if you have gerbils. You should look for this type of bedding. I don't know if you can find like these brands, but you should look for this type of paper bedding. It's definitely different than Carefresh. As you can see, it's just like shredded paper, where Carefresh is like big chunks. Let me see if I can find some Carefresh. This is Carefresh. It has big chunks. You can see this is just shredded paper. So if you're American, you can probably definitely find the Clean and Cozy. I know it's a little bit more expensive. It's definitely worth it. There might be No Name's brand of this. I know when I went to PetSmart, there was an All Living Things paper bedding that they were selling, but I wasn't sure if it was a knockoff of this or a knockoff of Carefresh. I think it might have been a knockoff of this. And if so, it might be cheaper to get that. And it might be just as good. Not sure. I should pick up a bag next time I go to Ottawa just to take a look and make a video about it so I can tell you guys. But I do really like the Boxo. I really like the price. And I do like the brown. I kind of prefer the brown over the white, just I wouldn't want my whole cage in white. So it's nice to mix it. And for tunneling, like, it's really good. I'm sure the hamsters would like it too, but for the gerbils, it keeps its shape. Look at this. They have a tunnel system, which I kind of messed it up here because I unburied the food bowl and pushed it in, and that kind of lowered everything. But they have a tunnel system going right across to here. I don't know how well you can see into there. People downstairs being loud. Shut up. There's the top. What am I hitting? Oh, a bottle. Actually, I'll do this. So as you can see, one tunnel starts there. One used to start like right in this general area, but I guess not anymore. There's one there. And then, ooh, I don't know if you can see it. But it goes down there. They're all asleep. I haven't seen them at all yet since I've been home. So there was some changes. I added a second wheel, as you can see, which is the purple wheel, because I thought the purple and the blue would look good together. I could have got another blue, but I chose purple. And I just hung it from right here, because I figured that was a good spot. Changed the food bowl, because if you watched my last video, this one is too small. But I also changed the sand bath to a bigger, basically, version of this bowl. I also got that at Walmart. I like how the sides are higher on this one, but they still get stuff kicked in. I actually, when I came home today, it was completely buried. I've been taking stuff out like this. I don't know if they've been doing it on purpose. I know I've witnessed them doing it not on purpose, like when they dig around this corner. If you've ever seen a gerbil dig, like when they make their tunnels, you know how they kick, and they kick all the bedding far. Like, it's hilarious watching them kick. They'll kick and they'll go flying to the other end. So I do, like, obviously some of it gets in by accident just from them digging, but I don't know. Today it was like completely, it looked like it was like purposely done just because of how much it was in there, so I don't know what they're doing. The sand can't be that dirty, so I don't know why they're doing that. I have 2 bottles now just so they don't fuss over it. The one, because Pat was saying they were fussing over the one, but I think they prefer this bottle. This one looks like the level's gone down, while this one looks like it hasn't been touched at all. Just making sure it works. Pat keeps on saying this one doesn't work. It works. I can feel the water and I can see the bubbles. So yeah, I don't think there's any other tunnels that I can see from my angles. They have a lot of hay in here now. I just gave them another handful of hay last night. Just bottle it on my way. They got somewhat of a tunnel here. They used to have a big spot open here. Not anymore. I'm not quite sure where they sleep. I'm hoping and I'm thinking they sleep in the cabin that they have buried, that the sand bath is on top of. That's why I put it there, but you never know. They also made the side way high, as you can see. If you first remember when I first did the cage tour, the tank tour of the 29-gallon, this wheel was nowhere close to the bedding. The bedding was like here. And now this side is like 12 inches, I wouldn't be surprised. While this side's lower. So whatever, they can do what they want. Which is why I like the wheel hanging. Trying to see if I can get any, here's my closet, any other angles. Can you see tunnels? I don't see nothing but hay. Oh, there's a bit of something there. I don't know if you can see it. So. Of course they won't come out just because I'm making noise. And I don't know, you can probably see the flash. They ruined this carrot. It's only been in there for a couple days. It's one of the things that Hammy Luck sent me in my prize. I still have 2 more though. Yeah, that is the bedding. I like it. It keeps its shape. Pat was actually really surprised too about how well they've been tunneling in it since he had gerbils when he was younger. But his gerbils were in, he said they were in shavings when he first got them, and then it got switched to dirt. He ended up having like an aquarium, and his dad built like, I guess, a homemade topper for it. So he said the whole bottom tank was filled with like dirt. I don't know if it was like sand mixed with earth or just earth. Not quite sure. He can comment and say that's what they had going on. And of course hay was mixed in with it. so he's never used like paper bedding because we're talking about like 1991, you know. That's how long ago he had them, because he was just a kid, and he's gonna be 32. So yeah, he was 10 in 1992. So it would have been like, yeah, 90, 91, 92. I don't know exactly how old he was when he had his gerbils, but he definitely also approves of this bedding. I don't smell anything. It's hard to judge with gerbils though, because people say that gerbils don't have much of a smell. They say it's even less than like a hamster smell. But it's funny because people say, oh, gerbils are desert animals, so they don't pee a lot. Well, hamsters are also desert animals, at least Syrians are, so. But I find once they do pee, it's a quite strong scent with hamsters. Unless you're potty trained, it's not too big of a deal. So, actually, I didn't use that much of either. If you think about it, I used that much of this bag, and that much is how it's filled in that tank. Buckley's, I haven't taken this. I haven't taken it in a while, but whatever. But if you look at how much this tank is full, that's pretty good. Because I know a couple of people commented, oh, that must be expensive to have gerbils since you gave them so much bedding. Well, don't have gerbils if you're not going to care for them properly. They're not like hamsters. They have to have a lot of bedding. Plus this was $10. And I'm not even done the bag. And this is even more. I mean, that's really good that I only used that much of this one. And I still have that cupcake stuff somewhere, but I don't think I want to use that for them because it doesn't look natural. It's too colorful. So yeah, so definitely check out these beddings if you can find it, or a knockoff version of the Clean and Cozy. If you can find Boxo, I say go for it, just because it will probably be cheap for you. And if you're Canadian, and you haven't tried Boxo, try it, because you can get it for cheap. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. And thanks for watching. Bye!